Yes, people, what's happening? What's happening? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Guys, yeah, listen, thought I'd just do a quick little stream. Obviously, match day today. Man United taking on Newcastle at St James's Park. I think, it's going to be a tough game, but I think I've heard that Newcastle have got a lot of injuries. I think there's no Nick Walter-Marder. Bruno Guimaraes obviously is out as well. Livramento. You would say there's three of their better players, but I think they've still got players like Sandro Tonali, who, hopefully we're in for in the summer, that will cause problems. Obviously, Anthony Gordon's pace, Anthony Elanga's pace as well, which is something that we've got to be mindful of. But I think the way we've been playing under Carrick, 7 games, I believe, 6 wins and 1 draw, and you can't really complain with that. For me, I'm going to say, though, I think this game might be a draw. I've said it all week. I think the fact that Newcastle got beat by Everton at home in the last game, I think back-to-back losses at home for them, is probably unheard of. So just based on that, I think, I can see them at least getting a draw, But if we manage to get 3 points, then obviously the Michael Carrick train runs on. So let's hope that happens. In terms of the team selection today, for me, it's difficult because, again, you don't really want to change a winning team, I think Maguire and Shaw, I think both of them obviously weren't injured, as Carrick's come out and said, it was an illness. So whether they can recover and play today might be a different thing. I think the fact that Mazraoui had a good performance, does Carrick give Mazraoui a game instead of Dalot, or does he keep him there if Shaw has been suffering with that illness? Who knows? But I think the team he plays today will be Lamens in goal. I think he's going to keep Dalot at right back. I think Dalot to deal with probably Anthony Gordon out there, or whoever they're going to play. It could be Elanga, it could be Jacob Murphy. It might be. I think it might be Elanga or Gordon. So I definitely think that Dalot will probably play there. And then Lenny Yoro. I think Maguire should be fit, so I think Maguire plays, and obviously Martinez is out injured. Heaven, I'd like to see him get game time, but I don't think Heaven starts, and obviously De Ligt's still out as well. So I think Maguire should be all right, and it'll be Maguire and Yoro. And then left back, again, I'd play probably Mazraoui, because when Mazraoui came on against Palace, he was instrumental in us getting back into the game with his quality on the ball and his composure. But if Luke Shaw's fit, Carrick might just keep the same back 5. And then midfield, Kobe and Casemiro, no surprises there. And then obviously Bruno will be playing in the 10 as well. And then moving forwards, Ahmad has been on the bench, but has showed a good cameo in the last game. Cunha will be on the left-hand side. And again, it's whether, I would love to see Joshua Zirkzee start, but obviously Zirkzee's not really going to start. So I think just based on that, you're looking at between Ahmad, Mbeumo and Sesko. And I think Sesko obviously had to start the last game, and obviously has scored, 4 goals. I think he's got 6 and 7, funny enough, actually, and it's funny because the last 3-4 goals he's scored have been winners. So does he start away from home? Carrick might go with Mbeumo through the middle, which I can't stand, and then put Ahmad back on the right-hand side. But I think what he does, I think he probably goes with that fluent attack again. I think he goes with Ahmad on the right, Mbeumo through the middle, and then probably use Sesko how he's been using him against a few of the other teams, And again, you can't really argue with Carrick because he has been getting the results. What's he got? 21 points from a possible 23, which again is staking a massive claim for him to get the job permanently. So yeah, I think that's a team he's going to go for. As I said, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if United win the game, but I think it'll be difficult at home. Away from home at St James's Park. So I'm going to say 1-1, and let's see what happens. But obviously, Liverpool getting beat yesterday against Wolves, and I did predict yesterday, I think Liverpool would get a draw. And again, the fact that they got beat is mad. But listen, we got a chance now. Obviously, Villa are playing Chelsea tonight as well. we've got a chance now to really get our foot in the Champions League. And if we win tonight away to a tough ground at Newcastle, that will go a long way. So, yeah, as I said, I think it's going to be a tough game. So I think if we get a draw, it's not the end of the world, really. And obviously, Carrick does, you know, still stay unbeaten. But guys, yeah, we are going to be back live tonight anyway at 8 p.m. So yeah, make sure you guys come through at 8 p.m. Obviously, our regular stream with myself, Fitz, Jonas and Owens obviously back on as well. So we're going to do our Liverpool all-time 11. And it's quite funny actually, because obviously Liverpool getting beat yesterday. You know, do they have any players that get into the all-time 11? So yeah, make sure you join us and obviously give us your comments and your questions as always. And yeah, make sure you support the channel, smash the like button and sub to the channel if you're new as well. And yeah, we'll catch you tonight at 8 p.m. Take it easy.